Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is well during these trying times and staying safe. I wanted to make a quick few videos about Unity and the Eddie's VR kit and talk about how Unity is changing VR, which, by the way, even though 2019 is out and it's in LTS version, uh, it's not actually finished. VR still has a long way to go, and I'm sure they'll get it out as fast as they can, but be aware that it is evolving and it is changing. Now, here we have the test room for Eddie's VR kit showing, and I just want to, in general, show you how to update the kit. Now, I do from time to time update it myself and make sure that it's current every time I re-release a new version. But I wanted to make sure people knew how to do this and understood where Unity is going with how you set up VR. So if we look at the package manager, and I'm just going to go to Windows, Package Manager, and you're going to see an option here on the top to select just what's in the project. So this is what comes with Eddie's VR kit, because when you install Eddie's VR kit, it installs the entire project, all the settings, everything. So I've made sure to include all the packages that you need to make sure that Eddie's VR kit runs as soon as you install it. Now, the way you do this is you just make an empty universal render Unity project and then import Eddie's VR kit, and all these settings will be there. But now you know where to go to update Unity's internal code that it needs to run it. So, we have the things like the visual effects graph is in here, the Magic Leap plugin, Oculus plugin, all these plugins, the Windows XR plugin for Windows headsets, all of these are needed to run this project and many other VR projects. So now you know to just go to Windows, Package Manager, and you'll be able to update that. Now, you might be wondering, well, why is this set up this way? They're trying to set it up so you have one universal spot, one place that you go to see all the VR or what they call XR settings. And if you go to Edit, Project Settings, you'll see here on the left this list of items. And here under XR Plugin Management, you will see that you have Magic Leap, Oculus, Windows Mixed Reality. Now, the reason that you have these three is because we installed those three packages. So when you click on XR Plugin Management, you're going to want to select the hardware that you're going to use and turn off everything else. Now, notice there's a Unity Mock HMD. This is supposed to simulate having a headset, a VR headset, if you don't have one. It's not very well developed. It's still at its early stages, so I do not include it with the install, but you're more than welcome to install the asset package for it. And if you clicked on this, it would actually install the asset package for you automatically. Now, typically when you get something from me, you're going to see that Oculus is selected. And the reason for this is all the hardware in my studio is Oculus. I don't own any other hardware yet. Now, in the future, that will change, but for now, I develop everything with Oculus hardware. So make sure that you check the one that you need for the hardware that you have. Now, you should be noticing right now a big problem. And the problem is this: there is no plugin for Steam. So it doesn't work with Steam's hardware yet. Now, this is entirely on Unity and it's entirely on Steam. Those guys have not released a plugin yet, and we've been waiting for quite a long time. But as soon as they have it, I will be sure to include it in Eddie's VR kit as a pre-installed package. But until then, we're just locked out of Steam and Steam's VR hardware until this is done. There's nothing I personally can do about it, and it's something that we've all been waiting for very anxiously. So there you have it. Now you know how to figure out how to set up for XR development for VR programs. You're going to go to project settings, click on XR plugin management, check the plugin that you need for the hardware that you have. You can always update this in the Windows Package Manager and stay current. And all you have to do is create an empty universal project, download Eddie's VR kit. It will install the project. It will set up all the initial settings. And then you go pick the hardware device that you need. And you're well on your way to properly being able to build your VR program. Now, in other videos, we'll go into more detail and do some hardware specific videos and some settings you may want to check depending on what you're doing and which hardware you're using. I hope this was helpful, and you guys have a good night.